Live from Bayfront Park, this game will feature Double-A baseball from the Texas League. It's the San Antonio Missions taking on the Corpus Christi Hooks. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, first pitch coming up. And today's starter, Jairo Solis. Here's what we'll be keeping an eye on. He's got 4 pitches to choose from on the mound, and we'll see how he mixes and matches as the game goes on. If he can get through the lineup the first time using just 2, maybe 3 of them, he'll have a better chance to work deep into this one and hold something back for later. Albert Fabian, the leadoff batter, looks at ball 1. Home plate umpires squeezing the zone already on just the first pitch of the game. Here's the 1-0 offering. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
And some cutting action, but misses down low. Fly ball to left, down the line. And that is a foul ball. Might need to start the swing a bit sooner with that excellent heat. Got him swinging. 1 out in the top of the first. Ethan Salas now at the plate.
Ball 1.
One and 0. Here's the pitch. Out to center. That's back. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Batting third.
Let's check out the lineup.
Number 14.
Base is empty with 2 out. Digging in, Joshua Mears.
Ball. Strike. Woo.
That one in there. 1 and 2. Good job with that fastball low in the zone. It's most effective when you can spot it on the corners. And it stays fair.
Batting fourth, first baseman, number 6.
So a man on. Digging in for the Missions, Marcos Castañón.
That's a ball. 1 ball, no strike. That's a ball.
Mears leading off first with 2 away. Out to short. Jaworski. There with plenty of time. Inning over. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors. 1 left on base. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. No score. Welcome back. And on the hill, Logan Gillespie. With 5 pitches in the arsenal, he's got a lot of ways to approach each hitter in this lineup. But if he only has 1 or 2 of those pitches working, the batters will have an easier time guessing what's coming. Anytime you can eliminate pitches from consideration, it gives you a leg up against the pitcher. Jesus Bastidas leading things off and takes a strike. Puts this one in the air down the line. That will drop foul. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss out front that time. Gathers, throws to first, out. 1 away on a drop third strike. Now it's the right fielder, Luis Baez. Here it comes.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He didn't start his windup before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball. Two one now. He swings and fouls one off. He's doing a good job of changing speeds. First the off-speed stuff, then the heat. Now the hitter's off balance. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, base hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. That one was way in on the hands. He did a great job to pull them in and get enough barrel on the ball to push it back through the middle for a hit. So up next, Luis Encarnacion. It's way outside and heads straight to the backstop. And now a runner in scoring position. When you see a sequence like that on the mound, you know it's because the pitcher lost composure. Gave up the base hit, then the wild pitch. You have to take a deep breath and recenter yourself, or this will get worse. One out with a runner at second. That one's in there, and 1-1 now. Curveball drops in for a strike. Spoils the 2-strike offering. Another coming up. Now the 1-2 pitch. This one in the air to right. The right fielder moving under this one. And there's 2 away. Let's take a look at the lineup. With the wind blowing out, this could be a slugfest from this lineup. I'm sure all the power guys are licking their chops, hoping to elevate and celebrate. Outfielders will need to not come in too fast on pop flies because those can carry in a hurry. Zach Daniels digs in now. Pickoff throw. Baez dives back in safely. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Foul ball there. Oh, and 2 now. Struck out swinging. Swing went right over top of the curveball. Very fired up after that and completely understandable. Great job to make some key pitches and get out of a tough inning. Would you like to learn to make music and work through your personal issues? Then call the fine folks at Thad's Theremin Therapy and book a complimentary trial session today.
Strike one!
Swings and flares it. A little bloop single. Runner on base to start the inning. Right there, a great example of how an up-the-middle approach can work out, even if you don't make loud contact. I might need to see if the players can hear me. I was just talking about that. Stepping in, Cole Roederer.
Hey!
The 0-1. And a strike. Good fastball, 98 miles an hour. With a double play situation here, it's unusual that he's working up in the zone. Next pitch will probably be lower. Now here's the 0-2. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Go ahead, run it first. Nobody out. Here in the top of the second. That one missed. Here's the 1-2 offering. Called strike 3 on the fastball as it ran back over the inner half. A lot of hitters will look out over the plate to the outer half with 2 strikes, and they're less able to react on a good fastball in. That might explain the batter taking strike 3 called here. So digging in, Gendry Rojas. line drive. That's a base hit. Lead runner stops at second. You'll take a hit no
Batting
matter
eighth,
how it comes.
second
Still raises
baseman,
the batting
number
average.
12.
That one just kind of faded over the infield and down onto the outfield grass. Base hits like that are a gift from above for the hitter. Now they've got a good shot at scoring the first run of the game with the runner in scoring position. Nerwillian Cedeno will hit next. Outfield pretty shallow here. That one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. One out, runners at first and second. Got the strikeout. 2 away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Leodalis DeVries. Now that's labeled to right center. There to make the catch. They leave 2 runners on base. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. On to the bottom of the second. Digging in for the hooks, Cam Smith. Pops this one up. Cedeno. There's one down. Tough way for this AB to end for the batter. He saw that one coming right down the pipe. His eyes got big, and he lost control of his swing mechanics. That pop-up should have been a laser into the gap. Coming up to the dish for Corpus Christi, Austin Deming. That one in there. That's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
High fly ball out to left center. 2 away now.
Batting 7th, center fielder, Zach.
Next up for the hooks, Zach Cole. Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. Second inning, no score thus far. And that drops in for a strike. Batter just wants to get a read on his stuff. That was a meaty pitch, but he let that one go, maybe to get the timing. Could be ready for it if he gets it again. Swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strike.
2 outs and nobody aboard. Swings and misses, goes down on strikes. Nice job out there as he gets them 1, 2, 3. We've played 2 innings. We're all tied, 0-0. Top half, 3rd inning. Stepping to the plate now for San Antonio, Albert Fabian. That one in the air to center field. It's back. Out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, number 90.
Next to hit for the Missions, Ethan Salas.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Pitch misses there. Now 2-0.
Two balls.
1 out
strike.
and the base is empty. Next
Ball 3.
offering is downstairs.
3-1.
And that's in for a strike. That was one you'll
3
want
balls,
back
2 strikes.
right in the heart of the zone. Gotta punish that. And there's ball 4.
Take it, base.
Now batting, number 14.
Runner at first with 1 gone. Coming up to the dish for San Antonio, Joshua Mears. That misses.
No, that's a ball. 1-0.
That's a hittable pitch, but not
1
what he
ball,
was
1
looking
strike.
for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. Caught at second. One thing right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. And here's the first baseman, Marcos Castañón. 0 for 1 so far.
No, that's a ball. That's the ball. 2-0.
We're here in the top half of the 3rd. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first.
Nope, ball 3.
The right fielder
3-1.
in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The runner will be
3
going
balls,
here on 3
2
and
strikes.
2, but the hitter has to stay focused on the pitch and not get distracted. And
Ball
ball
4,
4,
take your base.
2 aboard.
Now batting, number 7.
And now the right fielder, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Chasing releases a high fastball there.
Oh,
After
one.
walking the last hitter, he just reached back for some extra velocity and pumped that fastball by for a strike. That's a good way to reset after giving up the free pass. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a strike. That's a mistake letting that fastball go down the pipe. He's got to recover quickly if he wants to get something out of this AB. Struck the batter out looking. And that ends the inning. Wears the emotion on the sleeve, but as a pitcher, that's okay as long as you're getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of the jam. As we go to the last of the third, and now the shortstop, Chase Jaworski. On the ground, Rojas. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Batting ninth, catcher, Brian.
Checking in for the hooks, Brian Lavastida.
No, that's a ball.
The 1-1 offering. Fly ball, right field. And that falls for a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Down. That one was in the perfect spot to drop in for a hit. Jesus Bastidas, the next to hit. 0 for 1. Grounder left side, and it's just foul. That was close.
Ball. 1-1.
And the 1-1. Foul ball there. Jaworski over at second. Lavastida at first with no outs. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out. So up next,
Now
Luis Baez.
batting,
Definitely
number
wants to
29.
avoid hitting an easy bouncer here. A grounder in the infield should be an inning-ending double play. Next pitch popped foul. This one off to the right, and it'll get out of play. The 0-1. Oh, great stop. The throw to second. Back to first and way too high. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. A big
Ow!
getting ready to
Number
hit.
4.
That's ripped towards center. They limit the damage here. We're back here at the
Leading
ballpark.
things.
On to the next inning, digging in for the missions, Cole Roederer. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike. Oh,
I'm not sure his brain processed that pitch in time. That was some serious cheese inside. Into the outfield, base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Well, shows what I know right there. I keep preaching the up-the-middle approach, but it worked out to the pull side that time. Really hard contact, and you can get a lot of hits just by hitting the ball hard. So digging in, Gendry Rojas.
that's a ball.
The 1-0 pitch. Line drive, and it's caught. The tying run is aboard. I'm sure he's disappointed after he didn't get the hit on that line out, but that's great contact. The next time he hits it like that, I bet it works out better. Stepping to the plate now for San Antonio, Nerwillian Cedeno. Caught looking the first time up.
Hey!
That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. This has been a solid outing for him, and a lot of that is because he keeps pounding the zone like he did with that low fastball. Just missed. What a take with 2 strikes. Gets him looking. Now 2 out.
Now batting.
Here's the
Number
shortstop
94.
at the plate, Leodalis DeVries.
1-0.
Here comes the 1-0. Sharp grounder, and it gets through for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Batting,
Got away with it right there. That ground ball was yanked, and it was hit hard, so that made the difference. Like I said earlier, I really think a better approach would be staying up the middle, but it worked out that time. Back to the top of the order here. Next to hit for the Missions, Albert Fabian.
That's a ball.
Two outs, runners at first and second. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Pulls it down. 2 runners left on base. They're down 1-0. Welcome back. The Hook's at the dish in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a drive. Out of here. Made them pay for that one. A solo blast. And they add on. It's 2-0. That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier to give a strong, confident swing. Now at the dish, Cam Smith. First time up was a pop-out. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, looks ready to make the move. Logan Gillespie will depart, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave them some length. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching.
So a lefty out of the pen, Omar Cruz. Into the game with the bases empty.
strike.
We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Nobody on, nobody out. One run already across the plate this inning. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike. Strike! Woo!
On the ground to the left, and it's off the bag. I love that patient approach from him to work a favorable count. That's a base hit he can be really proud of. Turned on that pitch, but still stayed back enough that he didn't yank it foul. Line drive to center field. Makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, center fielder, Zach Cole.
And now the center fielder, Zach Cole. Went down on strikes the first time through. And there's a ball. With his speed coming out of the left-handed batter's box, it could be tough to turn to unless they get an especially hard ground ball. One-0 pitch. Nice stop. Off-balance speed, there's one. Not in time at first, it's a fielder's choice.
Now batting, number 1.
On that play, he couldn't set his feet, and that can make things tough. Still, he made an accurate throw for the out at second. Next to hit, Chase Jaworski.
Strike 1! No ball, 1 strike.
Cole, the runner at first, with 2 out. Fouled off left side. Liner, base hit. Round second, headed for third. And here comes the runner. Comes across to score. It's 3-zip. Picks himself up an RBI. That's some textbook batting. Found a pitch in the heart of the zone, held back just a hair longer, and then he stepped through it and ripped it the opposite way. Runner at second here with 2 gone. Here's the catcher, Brian Lavastida. He didn't start his windup before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball. Runner at second with 2 down. Swing and a high fly to left. It's carrying. That ends the inning and limits the damage. batter now, Ethan Salas.
Yeah.
With his teammates driving in a
0-1.
pair, he wants to make this an efficient inning so they can get back up to the plate and tack on some more runs.
Ball one.
Grounds it to short. Jaworski tosses to first,
He's out.
and the leadoff hitter set down in the fifth.
Now batting, number 14.
Here's the center fielder, Joshua Mears, 1 for 2. That catches the outside corner. Strike one.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The Missions, trailing by 3. We're in the top of the 5th inning.
Woo!
That's a little bit low. Set down looking. First 2 batters retired in the top of the 5th. Base is empty with 2
Now
out.
batting,
Marcos
number
Castano
6.
digs in now. Grounder up the middle. Jaworski fires to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll do it. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Hooks have the edge. 3-0. Bottom half of the 5th, and the Hooks batting. And that one fouled off. Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. And the leadoff hitter aboard. Nice job to knock that
Now
one back
batting,
up the middle for a
number
base hit. That's
29.
exactly the kind of approach you love to see at this level. Coming up to the dish for Corpus Christi, Luis Baez. He didn't start his windup before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball.
That's
Fly ball down the line, and that drops foul. Two-one pitch. Fouled off down the right side. Two and two now. Fights it off. We'll see another. Here comes the 2-2 offering. Grounder to the left side. And that's just foul. Runner at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the first out.
Now batting.
And now the first
Number
baseman,
4.
Luis Encarnacion. Close, but ruled a ball. Runner at first, one away. Next one's fouled back. Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. 2-1 pitch upcoming. Grounded to third, could be two. Sends it to first. They get the out on the safe play, but I think they could have tried for two.
Now batting, left fielder, Zach Daniels.
Now the left fielder, Zach Daniels. Already a homer for him in this one. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. Man at second with two down. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. One runner left aboard, but they lead it 3-0.
Now pitching.
We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Blake Wyman, will get to work on holding this lead. And now the right fielder.
Leading off, right fielder, number 7.
Not a great showing from their offense so far. One of these hitters has to find a way to spark something and get them some runs. He swings and fouls one off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This out to center. Cole in position. And there's one down.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Next
Cole
up, the
Roederer.
designated hitter, Cole Roederer. Roederer, 25 years old, and while he's usually in the outfield, today he's the designated hitter.
Strike, woo!
Grounder to second, and handles that one. Throw to first in time. Nice late-breaking slider there. Hitter was out in front, and that's a recipe for a weak grounder
number
like you just saw.
37.
Base is empty with 2 out. Now the third baseman, Gendry Rojas. Challenge pitch right down Main Street, and he got the take, so he's ahead 0-1. Nice pitching. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Two outs, base is empty. That's off the mark. 1-2 the count. Struck the batter out without a swing. Nice job out there as he gets them 1-2-3. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the bottom half of the 6th inning. 5, 6, 7 slots due up. Corpus Christi with the lead, 3-0. Home half of the 6th, stepping to the plate for Corpus Christi, Cam Smith. There's a strike. On 0-1, the delivery. Here's a high chopper. Throws, gets the out, 1 away.
Now batting, number 39.
So up next, Austin Deming. Here's a fly to center. 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Zach.
And here at the plate, Zach Cole. And that clips the inside corner. Clearly, he's confident in his breaking ball in this one.
Ball 2. 2-1.
Two outs and nobody aboard. Swings through it for the K. And a nice frame on the mound. He sets him down 1-2-3. We're through 6 full innings. The Hooks on top 3-0.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th
Number
inning, and we have a new
78.
pitcher on the mound, Miguel Uyola, charged with hanging on to this lead. And now it's the
Leading
switch
off,
hitting second
second
baseman,
baseman,
Nerwillian
number
Cedeno,
12.
0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Back up the middle, he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a
Now
tricky
batting,
start to the
number
play.
94.
Stepping in, the switch hitting shortstop, Leodalis de Vries. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Jose Fleury appears to be getting loose. Van Way warming up as well. Oh, 1 now.
Strike 2.
Grounder, it's off the pitcher. He's in there.
Say!
Beautiful example
Now
right there of an
number
up-the-middle
30.
approach paying off. If you're in the minors and you show that kind of swing consistently, you'll probably move up the ladder soon enough. So a runner aboard, Albert Fabian will hit next. One and out.
No, that's a ball. 1 ball, no strike. Up.
And that's a fair ball. Lead runner turns at second. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Really trusted his hands and let the ball
90.
travel on that pitch, and it allowed him to go the other way for the hit. And here's the catcher, Ethan Salas. And that's ripped for a base hit. 1 run comes in. The second run scores, and it's a 1-run game.
Now
Big one
batting,
there as he
number
drives in a
14.
couple of runs. Nice line drive cut there. Had everything working smoothly on the swing. That's one to try and replicate. 1 away and a runner at first. And now the center fielder, Joshua Mears, 1 for 3.
Nope, that's off the plate.
One and 0, and the pitch. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball,
The
1
Missions
strike.
with the tying run aboard at first. Sliced down the right side. Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Got him. 2 gone. Marcos Castano
batting,
now at the
number
plate.
6.
And that's outside. Ball 1. Now a fly ball to right center. Makes the catch. And that will retire the sub. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Time to stretch. The hook's out in front. 3-2. back here at the ballpark. Hope you had a good stretch at home, set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the shortstop, Chase Jaworski. The 0-1 from the lefty. Squares to bunt, but misses.
No ball, 2 strike.
This one lifted in the air, left field, Fabian. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Brian Lavastida.
Lavastida.
Swings through that one, 0-1 now.
No ball, 1 strike.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. And here's the 0-2. Skies it out towards left center. That's pretty deep. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, second baseman.
Base is empty with 2 out. Jesus Bastidas getting ready to hit. There's a strike. That's in there. Whether or not he agreed with the calls on those first 2 pitches, he has to focus now with an 0-2 count. Gotta protect the zone, even if it's a little larger than usual. To the right side, Castagnon. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. Looking ahead to inning number 8. Corpus Christi ahead in this game, 3-2.
Now. Pitching.
Welcome back, and a new
Number
arm on the mound to start
64.
the 8th. Logan Van Way trying to protect this lead. Well, it's a
Leading
one-run
things
ball
off,
game.
right
The
fielder,
right fielder
number
digs
7.
in now. Corner infielders guard the lines. They're trying to keep extra bases at bay.
Yes!
And there's a strike. Got the strikeout looking. Leadoff batter out here in the 8th. Cole Roederer,
Now
the next to
batting,
hit.
the designated hitter, Cole Roederer.
That was a hanging slider, and he got a great look at it. Might be the most hittable pitch he'll get in this AB.
No.
Hoping to put the tying run aboard. And the count 1-2. Hard hit left field for a base knock. And that puts the tying run on base. There's that opposite field
Now
approach
batting,
I was
number
preaching, and that's
37.
something every evaluator watching this game will love to see. Not a whole lot of minor leaguers who are great at using the whole field. Here's the third baseman, Gendry Rojas. Outfield pretty shallow here.
Hey.
The Missions, with the go-ahead run in the batter's box. A laser into the outfield. Out number 2.
Now batting, number 12.
So 2 down now, and here at the plate, Nerwillian Cedeno. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a groundout. Boots it. No question, he came up ready to hit. And now another base hit could even this one up. And the batter will be the shortstop, Leodalis DeVries. That one fouled off. This one is labeled pretty deep. Up against the wall and brings it in. Inning over. That might be a crucial missed opportunity. So they strand a pair. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. The Hooks lead it 3-2. Bottom of the inning, digging in for the hooks, Luis Baez. This pitch popped up. Cedeno should have this one. One up, one down.
Now batting, number 4.
Luis Encarnacion will hit next. Swing, and he breaks his bat, and that is a foul ball. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got the batter swinging. Way out front for strike 3. Base is empty with 2 out. Next up for the hooks, Zach Daniels.
Daniels.
He didn't start his windup before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball. The lefty readies. Here's the 1-1.
No, that's a ball.
In the air, out towards right center. And that'll do it. Nothing doing here in this half of the inning. Through 8 full. Corpus Christi with the lead, 3-2.
Now pitching.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, AJ Blueball. Save opportunity right here. To the top of the order we go. Here's the left fielder, Albert Fabian. That's towards center. One away. And he should be feeling good after getting that first batter in this high leverage
Now
spot.
batting,
Now
number
he can
90.
attack with even more confidence. Digging in for the missions, Ethan Salas. It's all well and good to be patient and drive up the pitch count, but when you get a first pitch fastball like that, in this big a spot, gotta unload. On a line for a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Now
That's the
batting,
kind of hit the
number
rest of the
14.
team will really appreciate. Clutch AB. You can see why scouts like his swing. He's got such quick hands to square up pitches in that location. Great hit. And now, Joshua Mears. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
The missions, with the tying run aboard at first. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Now here's the 0-2. Good eye on that pitch. Impeccable discipline to lay off of that one. Wow. And that one is foul. We'll try again. One-two pitch. That one misses inside. Labeled on a line to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
Now batting, number 6.
So it's their last chance of the ball game. That one is absolutely pummeled. This one is gone. That should fire up the dugout. A 2-run blast. And they've rallied from 3 back. It's 4-3. Big swing of the bat launches that one out of here, and that's exactly what they were looking for. Great swing, loud contact, and a predictable result when you look at the exit velocity and launch angle. That homer was wrecked. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, making a move for the bullpen. AJ Bluebaugh won't go any further. Leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on, and we'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
They hand the ball over to a new
Number
arm,
88.
Jose Fleury. So 2 down. The right fielder getting ready to hit.
Nope. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strike.
One and 0. Here's the pitch.
Nope.
After
Ball 2.
those 2 pitches, it's clear he
2 balls,
wants no
no strike.
piece of this batter. At the plate, he needs to stay patient and not chase something just to swing. This one the other way. And it's down, a base hit. And that extends the inning. Smooth stroke the
Now
opposite
batting,
way, just like we've been
designated
talking
hitter,
about,
Cole
and it
Roeder.
paid off with a base hit. That's a skill that can boost you up the ladder as a minor leaguer for sure. So digging in, Cole Roederer. There's a strike. Two runs in to score in the inning. Here in the top of the 9th. Meanwhile, some activity in the bullpen. Cesar Gomez getting ready to go. Gaither getting cranked up as well.
Ball.
And that one hammered. It's got a chance. It's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Leads 3 hits in a row. They're really cooking now. That was as textbook a double as you'll see. Flicked that one into the gap, turned the corner, and hustled in for the extra base nub. Gendry Rojas digs in now.
Right.
Up the middle, nice grab. From his knees, the throw, and that is a great play for the out. Making it look easy at second. Let's take another look at this one. That's going to get you some high fives in the dugout. Bottom 9. Now the third baseman, Cam Smith.
Now pitching.
There's pitching change here.
Number
Jason Blanchard.
24.
Right through there for a strike. That's not a pitch you want to swing at early in the count. Most likely you'll just roll over it. If you have 2 strikes on you, that's different, of course. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Out in front a bit on that fastball, and as a result, he pulled it foul. He needs to stay back and think up the middle. Battling here, fouls it away. One-run game in the bottom of the ninth. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swings and misses, struck the batter out. And the leadoff batter set down here in the ninth. And now,
batting,
Austin Deming.
number 39.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. That's such a hard pitch to lay off of at the plate. Nice job to spit on that tempting slider down and in. Not even close there. Ball 2. Trying to eke out at least one run and send this ball game to extras. Foul ball there. On the ground, right side, picks it up. Whips it to first in time. 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder.
So down to their final out of this one.
Cole.
Tough lefty-lefty matchup here for the hitter. The best approach is to stay up the middle. Even if you're a little late, you can send an opposite field liner. Wide to center, and that ought to do it. Ball game. For 4-3, our final score. For our entire outstanding crew here at the show, I'm Ben Gelman. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, good evening from Bayfront Park here in Corpus Christi. Well, I gotta say, I'm joined here with my partner, Bob, and boy, what a series on the road for San Antonio. Yeah, John, I gotta say, really good week for us as we pretty much went to Corpus Christi and heard Ben Gelman do a terrific job on the broadcasts, and they were pretty good. Yeah, I gotta say, Bob, absolutely right about that. But to tell you one thing, we are ready to go back home to San Antonio and take on the Northwest Arkansas Naturals in a 6-game set. So pretty good in this one. Boy, we go ahead and give you your final scores. Boy, today in Amarillo, Springfield just jumped ahead, 17-12, the final there at Water Ridge Field in downtown Amarillo. Boy, that was a game. I mean, we were watching that one, and evidently that one was just Springfield's game. And pretty much it was one of them things. The Cardinals, we don't face until August, which apparently that is a long time from now. Yeah, it sure is, John. Well, we got Northwest Arkansas going to San Antonio after that 6-game set with the Frisco Rough Riders. Riders are doing pretty good, and so far it is a good one. Well, San Antonio is now at 7-2. They are doing pretty good. Corpus Christi now 2-7. They are tied up with Amarillo. So 2-7 of the year to start us off. And so far, Midland losing to the Wichita Wind Surge. Boy, and I got to say, that was a game up there and on the porch. And we're going to try to get that final right there. Do believe it was 5-2 there on the porch as Wichita and Midland played their final game of that series. And so far, pretty good on that. Well, anyway, I know we start a new week of baseball, and we are going to see where everybody is. Wichita will head to Tulsa. Corpus Christi heads to Midland. Arkansas will head to Springfield. Amarillo heads to Frisco. Northwest Arkansas heads to San Antonio. So pretty good. Ben Gelman did a great job in the first 6-game set in Corpus Christi. And by golly, he's going to have a pretty good one. Well, after that. Well, let's see here. I do believe that Midland will have a 12-game set. Their first leadoff 6 goes to Corpus Christi. And then the second leadoff 6. Well, never mind. Well, we head to Amarillo then. So April 22nd will start us off 6 games at Amarillo. I was thinking we were headed to Midland, but evidently I got so confused on that one. But anyway, boy, I tell you what, San Antonio has been doing really good, winning 7 out of this start of the season. I mean, tell you what, we've won 5 out of 6 here in Corpus Christi. And so far, we're going to see what we're doing on Tuesday night as San Antonio takes on Northwest Arkansas. And it's going to be pretty good. Well, Bob, I got to say, we got to go through our promotionals. It is Taco Tuesday on our turf. So $2 taco night, or you make tacos yourself, and that is pretty good. Wednesday is Military Appreciation Night. Don't forget, Flying Chanclas will come back to San Antonio starting Thursday and Friday nights. Saturday, don't forget, after that ball game, it's post-game fireworks. Sunday is Bark in the Park week as we get our pet supply places like Petco, PetSmart, and our favorite of all, West Creek Trail Rides, our proud sponsor of San Antonio Missions Baseball here on MLB The Show. I gotta love West Creek. I mean, you go out any day of the week, Tuesday through Sunday, and I gotta say, just a beautiful place to ride, to hang out, or to even volunteer. And to do some pretty good stuff. But anyway, it's going to be another great week as we get set for our series there back home in San Antonio, where we go, and taking on the Kansas City Royals affiliation to our AA in the Northwest Arkansas. So pretty good on that as well. Well, Corpus Christi heads to Midland, so how's that for you? Oh, I gotta say, John, you got the Astros and the Athletics, they going at it on those AA's, and pretty good as well. Yes, it is. We've had a good week thus far, and 6 games already in the books. San Antonio, we'll go over your win and losses. Boy, San Antonio, 1.5 up against Frisco. Frisco is 3.5 games against Midland. Amarillo and Corpus Christi trailing 1.5 against Midland, but a big margin as San Antonio in first place. Boy, they are doing really good as we start this year. A new season of baseball, which we absolutely love, and it brings us all together. That's why. With Springfield winning against Amarillo, they got 7-2. So our first 2 teams in the north and south is San Antonio and Springfield, which that is also good too. Northwest Arkansas trailing 2.5 games against the St. Louis Cardinals AA team there in the north. And boy, I gotta say, 2.5, that is 7-5 in their win and losses. So Springfield Cardinals 7-2. Northwest Arkansas is 5-4. Wichita and Arkansas are in a foot race. Boy, howdy, look at that. 6-3 for both sides. The Minnesota Twins and Seattle Mariners affiliations. And by golly, poor Tulsa getting beat really good by the Arkansas Travelers. They're down 1-8 in this one. Well, gotta say, we've had a pretty good time on the road, and yeah, Ben, you did a pretty good job there yourself for the first 6 games of your start in broadcasting. I mean, pretty much. I do really good. Had only a 3-game set as we took on Amarillo during that time. But this one is another 6-game set here for us in our beautiful ballpark in San Antonio. And so far, pretty good on that. Well, anyway, we are going to have a good time on Tuesday the 15th. So we'll go ahead and start getting where everybody is. If you hear me working on the computer, that's fine as well. All right, so for Tuesday the 15th, well, we have Northwest Arkansas at San Antonio. Let's see, Amarillo is at Frisco. Corpus Christi at Midland. Let's see, Wichita is at Springfield. Nope. Major look, they're at Tulsa. Arkansas is at Springfield. Okay. And there we go. Got our new week ready to go, and so far that looks great. Well, we will see y'all about 2 nights from now as we get set for our first of a 6 against Northwest Arkansas. And so far pretty good on that. Well, for all of us, have a good night, and yep, it's on the road back to San Antonio. Have a good night. Our final 4-3 as San Antonio wins 7 of the 2 in this one.